Hello and welcome everyone to this Big 12 matchup between the Arizona State Sun Devils and the West Virginia Mountaineers. I'm joined here by Electric, and funnily enough, this is an all Big 12, commentators box, including the people playing. So, we're all rivals. We all hate each other. It's a very key game for Arizona State. They have to win if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. And West Virginia was hoping to, play spoiler to my hopes yesterday. Maybe he wants to play a little bit of spoiler to Arizona State's hopes. Electric, what are your thoughts on this key matchup tonight?
Yeah, man, I think it's just, going in here and executing. For Arizona State, West Virginia, they have nothing to lose, and that's a dangerous team that have nothing to lose. So they can have a chance to walk out of here and ruin Arizona State season.
Yeah, and we kind of saw that, yesterday with how they were playing against me. They were, nothing to lose, and that's a really dangerous, formula. And, Arizona State can't do what I did and just be too reckless. And, they just have to play their style of football as, Sam Leavitt leading this offense. But a key guy for West Virginia, I believe, is coming back from injury, Jahiem White. So we see West Virginia kicks it off, so they will get the ball in the second half, and Raleek Brown with the fair catch in the backfield. See what Arizona State can do on their first drive of the night. Arizona State gonna come out with a shotgun kind of look, already making an audible, moving that running back over to the other side as it's gonna be Udo now. Gonna get a gain of 6. They have a 2-style running back, kind of like what we've seen with Ohio State, more of a power back and then that shifty guy. So gotta make use of that, but they still have outside threats. This is a handoff to Kanye Udo again. This time he gets the 4, maybe 5, gets the first, as they have a lot of people visiting today. I don't know if that was just weird.
Might see the game right here. They go run the ball again. Like these jerseys from West Virginia.
Oh yeah,
black.
it's definitely something not accustomed to seeing. Didn't think that would be in their colorway, but 2 alternate jerseys being deployed here. Leavitt hands off to Raleek Brown now. Brown shifty.
Oh!
There he is. He's gone. See you later. Big hitter, and he's celebrating. Just the big hitter. No passing. Just beat him through the ground, and West Virginia just couldn't stop it. Now it's time for West Virginia to see what they can do. Can they answer back? Can they, maybe put a little bit of a damper into this crowd here? Arizona State is going to be loud and proud as their playoff hopes are still up and alive, but they cannot afford a loss here.
Yeah, you're correct about that. Any loss to this team, or I think Colorado, this will knock you out the playoffs.
Oh my God. Well, kind of different to what we expected out of West Virginia, or at least what I thought, with Jahiem White being back, if I'm not mistaken. But, just not running the ball, going empty. But their little speed option will get 4, so it makes it a little bit third and manageable here. So they have to get, I believe, at least 2 to be able to go for it, if that's what they so choose. Empty again. 4th and 4. Decision time. Does West Virginia want to be aggressive? They do.
I said you can't go for it. 4th and 4.
Like I said, West Virginia doesn't have anything to lose except a loss on the record. Gets the Texas.
Yeah,
Oh,
get that route. That was good. Good
yeah,
execution.
just exploited that Arizona State defense. Definitely the weakest part of this team. Not terribly weak as Knighton. He's got some room to run. Oh, and an injury to a West Virginia player. That looks like a big hitter there. So Jaheim White not in the game. I guess maybe I might have been mistaken as another Runton.
He's out to the last
Jalen.
game of the
Oh,
season.
thought he was coming back this game.
He will be out until the last game of the season.
Well, the big hitter for the West Virginia offense isn't here, but still, efficiently running the ball. Heavy run team. Stadium Pulse going loud and proud. Snaps the ball, throws it, and he just threw it right at the guy. That's an interception.
That's not what you want, but
Yes.
it happens.
As we see it again, kind of the continuation of last game for that quarterback. Just throwing an interception, not having the accuracy that you would want. Oh my God. Picked up and slammed on the ground, Raleek Brown. We know another guy as a running back with the last name Brown. That's a huge threat here. So, seems like a lot of the Brown family has some speed in running backs.
Yeah, a lot of them are pretty good from what I'm seeing.
Jordan Tyson now.
Two guys in the middle of the field, and they both caught the ball.
Friends to the end type action, but Jordan Tyson, marked down with the catch. The big name guy out of Arizona State, as it's Moss just laid on the ground. He can go for it. It's 4th and 2. What does he decide to do here? It's like he will decide to go for it. Also being aggressive, not a wrong call. But if you don't get it, could be, bad times coming. Levitt drops back, looking, pressure brought. It's Tyson.
Oh, he's
at
gone.
The 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's pushing forward, down at the 1. One of the top receivers in CFB, Jordan Tyson, as we see goal line now. Is it going to be old reliable? It is, and it's nothing doing stuffed. Now, due to our league's rules, he can't do a quarterback sneak. He will have to do something else. And what's he going to do? He's going to show a little wildcat. Like the rivals, Arizona. He's just going to blast it up the middle, loses 2. It's 3rd and goal. Tried running twice, and looks like Udo might be a little banged up. But Levitt back now at quarterback. A stacked box here. It's going to be a throw. It's picked.
Oh.
This could be big. He's at the 40, the 50, and it looks like he's gone. See you later, Perry. That's just a bad read from the Arizona State quarterback, as if he might have waited or threw it early. He had both slants back over the middle, but just threw the flat, and there was a guy playing the flat. So now the game's pretty much just starting without a first quarter, as Arizona State receiving this kick once again. And it looks like it might just be a touchback. Let's see if Raleek Brown decides to take it out. He does. And it might have been a better decision just to keep it in the end zone and take the knee or the fair catch. But, sometimes decisions have to be made here. They're back at their own 17. Levitt, big pressure was sent, but that's Hamilton wide open. Gets a gain of 6 on that pass. Levitt, a lot of short game. Running backs being really effective here. What can West Virginia do to kind of slow these guys down? It's as we start the second quarter. What have you seen so far, Electric, from both of these teams offensively and defensively?
I mean, Arizona State just made a really bad mistake right there with the pick six and getting them back in the game. But if they can get this offense started up again, then they can get set up. But possibly, you could possibly run down this time, go all the way down the field and score that touchdown, and then try to stop them on defense.
Yeah, but West Virginia would get the ball at half, so, maybe just play a little keep away. Might be a little bit of what they could do, but if you're West Virginia, you just don't want to give up too much. You want to be able to force another mistake. It's another run with Raleek Brown, but it's stuffed. 3rd and 8.
Yep, this is not what you want from Arizona State, if anything. I mean, yeah. Sam Levitt just taking a nice little slow. He's taking the nice little slow stuff.
Just after that pick, it's not look the same. Levitt, I'm surprised that wasn't called grounding. He has to punt it here. If I'm not mistaken, he is not within the rule book or guidelines. So Hershey is gonna punt. It's gonna be roughly around. No, I honestly don't know the math there, but just runs back. Hamilton. But West Virginia now, they have an opportunity to go up, and if they decide they can do what you were saying, choose some of that clock and be able to get the ball back, doesn't necessarily need to score a touchdown, but maybe 3 is a little RPO flat action, gets a gain of 2 there. Nico, we've seen a little bit of struggling from him in the last 2 games. I believe the backup, Henderson, it's also a lefty, so, not used to seeing a lefty quarterback, but West Virginia has got 2 of them guys. It's a little bit different. Another speed option here. It's going to be Knightington again. 3rd and 5. Honestly, don't think he needed a juke. He could have just went, forward and maybe got a little bit more, but plays over now. It's 3rd and 5. Another shotgun look here. Nico, a little bit of a spread defense. Another RPO. It's going to be a wide open guy. Barnes, I believe the tight end now. He's going to go to the 45 and a 1st down. These 2 teams have been really good playing, short and the run game. Is that going to be able to open up a long game for these guys later in Knightington? A burst of speed to the outside. He's got 1 man to beat. Down at the 8. The West Virginia bread and butter, the cornbread of this offense, that run game. A heavy personnel set. Willis now.
No.
And
injuries.
It was the same guy, I think, unless he got 2. Oh, he's out of the game. They've just lost Zach Swanson. I believe it was just the one Zach Swanson out of the game with turf toe. Not sure how big of a loss that is for him, but Knightington up the middle of the gun, dancing right in front of the ref. I'm not sure if that's something you want to do, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's something you want to do, but no flag called here. And the point after is up and good for West Virginia.
Man, this is not good, Arizona State. Right now, you need to win this game, and then you need to win the next one to make it to the Big 12 championship. So any losses right here, Texas Tech could lock their place in.
Yeah, and I believe if we're talking about the Big 12 standings, it's we were kind of talking about it later, as that's a quick zig to Tyson. Almost had a little bit to break away there, but, only got a gain of 6 there. But as we were saying that, Big 12 is kind of a close. It can, there is 1 man at the top, and that is you. But, these last, 2 games, game for, people, it can really change things up.
Yep, and you are not lying about that. With Texas Tech losing to Kansas State, that shook up some stuff. And then Arizona State needing to win this game. There we go. That's
And
how
it's
he made it. Wow.
Madier. He was wide open for a while. I didn't know if he would see it. You know, kind of how we were screaming at me yesterday for missing a wide open guy. He was wide open for at least 10 years. A little bit of hurry up maybe for Arizona State. It looked like Levitt was kind of rushing to the line. Four-man rush. He's going to look wide open. That's Hamilton, and that's going to be a touchdown. Arizona State's going to get it right back, but, you know, still a lot of time for West Virginia to go, 2 for 1 here. Let Arizona State score, but then you score, get the ball back at half, and, it could be a weird ball game.
Yeah, you are not lying about that. I mean, with the score right here, West Virginia, can just slowly drive down that field. They can get the 3 points or even a touchdown and then get the ball back, and they're playing upset right now.
Yeah, this isn't, like what you saw yesterday, and we keep talking about it, but West Virginia probably had the first half of a century, but, obviously choked that. But, West Virginia, here's in a tie game, playing a little bit different, maybe trying to experiment, he probably wouldn't be happy with the loss. It's going to be Nico on an RPO flat again to Barnes, a gain of 2. As it keeps showing Swanson. I'm sure you see that on our screen. It's going to be a quick out to Gallagher. I don't know if he went out of bounds. As I think he...
No, he's still in.
The clock. Oh, there goes the clock. They're in the huddle, so time winding down here now.
This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
More shotgun for Nico. He's dropping back big. And that West Virginia O-line in the middle of it, just not giving him enough time, creating a clean pocket as 99 just breaks on through. Time does stop, so 54 remaining here. 2nd and 10. Big blitz coming. He's going to throw a comeback. Oh, that's a bad miss. They couldn't get out of bounds. Do you call a timeout? Do you let the time roll? I'm not sure if they're in field goal range. No, they're going to go hurry up as, again, I don't think the stream would be able to see it, but just a big thing out of the way. There's an RPO peak bubble. And Fox hit big. There's West Virginia's first timeout. So if you're West Virginia, I believe you would be in field goal range, so, you don't have to be too aggressive. You could just line up the kick, get the, field goal, and then go and score in the second half. As he's just going to get a gain of 2 there. Runs into the big thing is now Arizona State calls a timeout. 3rd and 3. I feel like it's a little bit of an interesting call on Arizona State's side.
I can understand it. If you want them to get rid of this ball as soon as possible so you can get it back so you can have a chance of getting 3.
Wide open. That's the running back. He's going to get it. And I think Arizona State kind of saw him open and let him score, so they want a little bit of time to go score, Worst case scenario is not being able to get any points.
At least try to get 3 out of this drive that you coming back out to the field for. And if you can get 3 points and then hold West Virginia as soon as they come out at half the 3, you still down by 7, so.
Yeah, so, if at least you get 3, you'd, be able to kind of play a little bit more, defensively, but if you don't get anything, it could be, bad news brewing here in Arizona State as it is nightfall here. Levitt now, he's going to snap back, a little bit of spread from the defense. He's going to throw! A little bit of a dangerous pass to Raleek Brown, but he gets it. A little bit of hurry up. I'm surprised the clock wasn't rolling unless he went out of bounds. I don't think he did. Levitt again. Snap. Oh my God. That could be That could be trouble. He's
Dude,
gonna.
I can't.
It could
I
be.
can't
Oh.
fucking see with the goddamn injury report on the screen. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, we can see. I would say try pausing it, but I don't know. I've never seen this before. I mean, it showed it looked like he got injured twice, but don't really know. More technical difficulties here.
That's just the
It just
game
keeps
and how
popping
it
up
is.
like he keeps
Yeah.
getting injured.
I think it's gonna happen as soon as you go to halftime. It's gonna disappear. I think.
I honestly don't know. I would, after halftime, I would try and pause it because it keeps popping up like he's still in the game and getting injured. But it looked like the game glitched when it showed he got injured twice, so I wondered if that was genuinely what happened. He got injured 2 times for 2 different things, but Kanye Udo now just tackled in Arizona State.
They call a timeout and do another play.
Yes, they do have one of the top 3 receivers for receiving touchdowns in the nation. 1, Ryan Williams, and number 2, my own Cam McHale, has just run up the middle, and they're going to take it to the half. So West Virginia 28, Arizona State 14. West Virginia will get the ball, and West Virginia has been in this position before, but
Yeah.
it's not been smooth sailing, so let's see if West Virginia... Wow.
Mute. Yeah, that was they have a chance.
Yes, we are
West
still
Virginia.
Sorry.
I was about to say, no, you're good. I was about to say all West Virginia needs to do is, run this ball, short passes, run the time down, and you walk out of here as victory.
But
With
first
victory.
run, a little bit of, I can't think of the term, but a little bit of a, deja vu. That's the term. Kind of same thing that happened at Colorado happens here. Tried to run it there, an RPO flat, but that's gonna go to Barnes. Barnes gets the first. So still some offense rolling. Nico having a better game than what he did last. So maybe more confidence being installed in this West Virginia head coach, but just still playing in that short game. As again, it looks like kind of a even set in shotgun, more spread out defense. It's going to be handoff to Knighton. He's going to get, or not. That would be the first. You're still experiencing that technical difficulty with the injury. Don't know what happened with the game. Never seen that. But anyway, 2nd and inches. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you might have to just deal with it. It seems like you have another injury pop up.
That might fix it, because
That's
I don't
West.
think there was an injury after whoever it was Swanson got injured. But West Virginia, we're gonna keep saying it, doing better than what they did last time. Still installing a run game. Does get stuff there. Not every run's gonna be big play. It's gonna be 2nd and 11 at the 36. With 4 minutes still left here in the third. West Virginia slowly but surely marching down this field. Man in motion. Is it going to be a jet touch pass? It is. Singleton's going to get a gain of about 4. So 3rd and 8. He is in his own territory, so I believe he could go for it. Not entirely sure if he could go for it with a lead like this, but I'm sure Electric would comment as he is an admin.
I wouldn't going for it here. You're on your side. I mean, you're on their side. I think it's cool.
Oh, but it
I don't
doesn't
even
get it.
He's
It's
going to
4th
get
and
it. 4th
1.
and 1. He can
It's
go for
4th
this.
and 1. He's within range, but the stadium pulse is going to be pretty heavy. This is big decisions if you're West Virginia. I believe if
Nothing to
you kick it,
lose.
you go up by...
Go up 31-14.
Would
3
you go up by
possessions.
3?
Yeah, 3
So-
possessions.
As he's going to come out in the offense staying out, I wouldn't have been too wrong with trying the kick. I understand, just coming out, seeing what it's like. But anyway, it's going to be The
I thought he
RPO,
dropped
it's
it. Wow.
Barnes. He's gonna get it.
Got it.
Screw the first down. We
Oh.
got the touchdown.
And I mean, this is that time is starting to slowly dwindle down for Arizona State, having a chance. They need to win these last 2 games, and this matters so much.
Now it's going to be Arizona State's first possession after the half. 3 minutes left here in the third. They need to have some better drives. We saw a couple times where Sam Levitt, maybe a little bit due to that little glitch we've been experiencing, but Thayer just throws it at Madier. Dangerous pass. Shades of Caden Salter, if I will say, as West Virginia just playing very low. Go ahead with what you were saying. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is where you would see a lot of players when they use their QB, or when you see the QB, playing from behind, they throw a lot of passes that you would not usually do. So,
I mean, yeah, being down this much, you got to be aggressive, but at sometimes, you have to be a manageable type of aggressive. You can't just sling the rock and, Travis Hunter down there somewhere your way into a win as a man in motion, or maybe just flipping the play. Levitt here in shotgun, drops back, a 3-man rush. Brown out of the backfield, spins, and does get the first. So Arizona State, after that hospital-type ball, kind of getting the offense rolling here.
that's good right now. They need it.
That's Kanye Udo now. Also going to get the first.
Another
injury for Arizona State. So Arizona State struggling with a little bit of, into the trenches. Lost a D tackle, and that looked like an offensive lineman there. So it's going to be Madier again, wide open.
Down to the 15.
It's Arizona State running a little tempo. I like this. You don't have a lot of time, but got to be weary. Kanye, he's going to get it.
Touchdown Arizona State. Wow. Here we go. Down by, 2 touchdowns. You need to stop him.
Yeah, that's just a great way to answer back. Play your style of football. What can Arizona State here do on defense? Kind of struggled a little bit, as of the past couple drives, but, maybe needed a little bit of momentum to go their way.
He needs much needed stop here. If you can stop him here and then score a touchdown, then he's back into the game. Nothing's at the end yet. We're still in the third with 1 minute and 36 seconds left, so anything can happen for now.
Yeah, and I hate to keep bringing this up on behalf of Shake, but is it looming in the back of your mind? Like I was saying, deja vu, play action now. Wide open to Moss, he gets the first. Pretty good ball, knowing that the linebackers playing behind him could just throw it up there. Not too often do you see the guy kind of go around the receiver to get the ball, so not a terrible type thing.
Yeah, and I was about to say about that, the thing that you keep bringing up about how they managed to, lose that game last week. I think that's past them already. The fact that they're up right now 14, they seen the stuff that they did wrong in the last game and seen what they can do this game, and totally different game plan they got to go with.
But, I mean, you can't just forget about it necessarily. You still will be looming in the middle of your mind. Barnes, big hit, 3rd and 9, so to be able to go for it, he needs about 4. But that might not be the best decision, though. More of the same shotgun here for West Virginia. Safety's playing pretty deep, trying to make adjustments, but no one can hear him. This crowd's loud and proud. Anyway, Nico dropping back, looking. The comeback got it.
Wow. Yeah, the cornerback was there. Go ahead.
Yeah, the cornerback just there, but I'm not exactly sure if, the cornerback just wasn't expecting the comeback, but a good ball from Nico. Time's winding down. Wonder if he'll just take it to the
Yeah,
fourth.
they're not hiking this ball.
Maybe playing a little bit of the Andrew Luck, trying to get him on a hard snap. As we will go into the fourth.
Yeah, they did them 2 hard snaps and then went right to the fourth quarter. I mean, we've seen stuff happen. West Virginia in the lead by 14. Arizona State on the brink of losing.
Nottington, though, as Grayson Barnes, that big tight end we've seen all day, grabbing his calf, as you can hear the West Virginia coach, just a sigh of, dismemberment, distraught. As here we go, what can Nico do? He's going to hand it back to Willis. Nothing doing, about a yard. And that leg is cramping for the West Virginia tight end.
Yep, and you see this nice little run. I mean, right now they have a chance to just keep passing this ball or keep running this ball. Either one can work out for him. A little toss.
First down. Does he get the first? He does. And if you're West Virginia, you don't necessarily need to score, the 7, If you drain, a minute, 2 minutes off this clock, it makes it really hard for Arizona State. Just can't have a mistake here. As Willis now, he's going to get pushed forward a little bit for a gain of 4. A little bit of a slowdown here for West Virginia. Not as, powerful we saw at the beginning of this drive, but still getting something. Arizona State needs something big here. A fumble, an interception, as West Virginia is chewing this clock. Willis once again. I believe that's at the line, though. It is. And they are within field goal range, so I believe that would take this back to 3 scores if he gets it.
Right up the middle, too.
Yeah, so if you run it up the middle, as it looks like that's what West Virginia will do, 4th and 6. He could go for it if he's feeling ballsy, but don't think he will, as I see the kicker, Hensley now, I believe was the name.
Oh, wait. Think
just
he
wants
will.
to make sure. Yeah, just wants to make sure he's got this. Maybe he'll just chew as much time as he can off this clock.
And that right there, that's about 3 minutes off the time right there.
Kick is
and
up, but it's no good. Just like yesterday, in a big moment, Hensley, just not it.
Yeah, now Arizona State must score. Must score on a touchdown. 4 downs right here.
Yeah, they need to go quick, though. They can't use a lot of that time. As Moss now, he's going to get hit. Is it going to be time for a little tempo? Yes, sir, it is. Arizona State's going to be aggressive here. Levitt looking over to the sideline. Back here in, a little bit of a bunch. Snaps that ball. 3-man rush. He's going back to Old Reliable and get out of bounds with the first. 2:55 left on the clock. He's going to need some heroics, but it is possible.
Yep, it definitely is possible. 14. Need to score. And you need to score again.
If I'm West Virginia, I'm okay. Let him dink and dunk down this field. Just protect the sticks, protect the sideline. Do what you can, as it's going to be an even formation here. Levitt looking over to the sideline, making an audible. This crowd quiet patiently. 3-man rush, looking wide open. You can't have that, though. 3rd and inches. Gotta be able to protect that sideline. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, you're good. I thought he could cut it up and get that first down real quick.
Anyway, Levitt once again back to Old Reliable to the sideline. That short game working wonders, but West Virginia, not allowing any of the deep stuff, which is good, but you've got to be able to protect that sideline. Once again, Hamilton.
All small routes.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy, but You know, at some point, go away from something different. Looking, he's
What?
gonna go. That's Tyson double covering. Oh my Lord, 13.
Ooh, the game was right there. That was the game.
And that could have ended it or brought it back, but as we saw, Jesus Gomez is not in range. Got it, hung on. Raleek Brown. He's gonna go no huddle. Is he gonna snap this ball before the warning?
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. It's gonna be another. Oh, it's a 4-man rush this time.
Just before the 2-minute warning. Wow.
As a
And
bruised
another
hand
injury.
Yeah, this offensive line for Arizona State is taking a beating, but you know, so it stops the clock. But if the clock was stopped regardless, Levitt rolling out. He's got out of bounds. I think he got it 3rd and 2 now.
Man, what a ending. 3rd and 2.
Just gonna play that quick route once again. Kanye Udo gets the first, a little bit of no huddle, and you know, if you're Arizona State, you have to realize this is taking almost a minute, 2 minutes, for this drive alone.
Yeah,
and that's a false start.
You can't. Yeah, he's taking too long going picking different plays. You gotta get through it and hike the ball.
Yeah, just not a lot of deep shots being taken. I respect the short game, but at some point we have to make a big play. And again, no huddle, 2nd and 10.
Second.
Time is a rolling. If you're West Virginia, keep doing what you're doing. If he wants to play the short game, that's fine. Tyson over the middle. It's going to go down. I'm surprised no timeouts have been called. None. Not a single one. Is this
from Arizona State?
No timeout has been called from Arizona State.
I don't think they should call timeouts. You need that for defense.
Is Levitt going to step up? Oh my, I thought he was going to get killed. Again, no huddle once again. Doesn't get the first, so the clock will be rolling as they line up. Defense pressing down just a tiny bit. Levitt now looking. He's got...
Oh, that's game!
And West Virginia.
Oh, wow. Arizona State.
The ballad of Jordan Scruggs.
And that is it. They took too long to drive down that field.
Yeah, it was a lot of dinking and dunking and nothing big, which can only do so much for you. But West Virginia now just needs to chew this clock. Get a first down, be able to do what you can do. As we see, Old Reliable to the
first
flat.
Down, game over.
He's gonna keep running. Is it gonna go down? I was about to scream. A little bit of a.
He was not going to score a touchdown, bro.
Defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves.
And a wing type formation here. It's just going to be run up the middle. Big hit. Arizona State will call a timeout, but all for nothing here. It's going to be QB nil. Believing on to the game. This will be it. Yep, game over as we see another massive upset as 6th ranked Sun Devils down at home. The Mountaineers, a little bit of redemption. It's going to be a big shakeup here in the Big 12.
That was... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's take it down to our losing head coach, but if you got any more comments?
I was just about to say, just before we head to them, it's just, that's wow. I don't even know what to say. That's just, it's not what you need, not what you want, but it happens.
Yeah, I mean, just not what you want, but as we go down to the Arizona State head coach, Slick, you got a copy?
Yep.
It's just a tough loss here, your playoff hopes might be a little bit shaken up here now. And what went wrong there? Better question is, what went right for you in this game?
Oh, you know, I mean, early in the game, we wanted to set the tone, run the ball. Worked on the first drive, scored pretty easily. Crucial mistakes. I'm not gonna blame a game bug for costing me an interception, but I'm just gonna blame the game for that one because that was pretty dumb. But a great game from Shake. I mean, you know, I knew it was gonna be a tough game, but you know what? We'll move on and go. Hopefully, try to win next week and try to see what we can do to establish the rest of the season. So go Sun Devils.
Yeah, Electric, any questions for Slick?
Yeah, man, I was just about to say, how can you possibly keep high spirits up with the team after this type of loss?
Well, we got a good group of guys, you know. We'll kind of look at film and see what went right, what went wrong, and we'll just look forward to next week against Colorado. So I'm going to move on from this loss. It hurts, but we can't win them all. We're going to move on and go to next week.
That would be all, you know.
Okay.
He does play as of right now, the 8th ranked Colorado Buffaloes. So it's going to be a tough game for both of us. As we go to our winning coach now, Shake, do you have a copy?
Yeah, it feels good being interviewed second.
You know, again, I know you hated the fact I was bringing it up, but you know, I have a couple questions for you. The first one was you had a lead going into the second half. Was there any bit of the, you know, in the back of the mind of what happened in the week prior? You know, was it a little bit of can't be too comfortable, you can't be too safe? Was there any worries that it could be, you know?
100%. We were shaking in our boots at the start of the second half. I mean, you said deja vu, and I mean, the first play of the second half, the run got stuffed, and I was like, oh, well, here we go, round two. But yeah, I mean, just able to, I mean, make enough big plays. Well, make enough plays. I think defensively in the second half, I did a much better job this time. I mean, Slick was just kind of taking the checkdowns, but I feel like that was all I was really giving him. I gave up some big plays in the last week in the second half and allowed you to score too quickly and just kind of tried to limit what he could do on offense at that point. I mean, if he wanted to take the clock up and get down and eventually score, it was going to take him at the pace he was going probably at least 4 minutes on the clock and about 20 plays. So I just kind of did what I needed to do defensively, and we got out of this one with a win. It feels so good to not choke again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was definitely, you know, a big thing. You didn't want to have that on your record. And the second question is, you know, you're playing spoiler to another team's hopes. What's the thought process? I don't know if you have any more games after this week or if that was your last game, but what's the thought?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I'm excited.
No, you're good. What's the thought process on ending this season and, you know, heading into the next?
Well, you know, we got another chance to play spoiler next week. Avery Johnson. I have about a couple meal swipes for all the kids, especially the defensive linemen. For anybody that takes out his ACL next week, we are straight bounty gating. Try to play spoiler next week, and you know the game plan was to come in here and play spoiler, and I don't know why it ticked me off as much as it did, but the first touchdown of the game, the little celly, it just gave me the little extra added fire I needed, and gonna try and play spoiler. I think Electric did say he was gonna play with the controller upside down. We talked about that last night, so we have a legitimate shot against Kansas State if that's the case.
All I have to say in response to that is if you injure Avery Johnson for my game against him, I will cash app you $200. So a little extra. If Avery Johnson is injured for the last game against Colorado, I will be excited. But anyway, Electric, any questions for the winning coach and Shake?
Blake Barnett will be playing in the last two games, but what I would say about Shake is, what is the plans going into next week? Knowing that you just beat one, but now you get to go down and beat the man that's undefeated in all games and try to beat him.
Oh, I mean, it's the same game plan I gave you last night. I mean, hopefully something happens and like you mess up, close your fingers in the door or something, because that's about our only chance, and we've accepted our fate in that. But I mean, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, so maybe the EA gods will be on my side next week, and we'll get it done. But I think the real goal for the rest of the season, I mean, I said it earlier to him, the West Virginia Mountaineers, we're just trying to get to the Pop-Tart Bowl and play against the Georgia Bulldogs. That's what we want. We're trying to see Mason Pope in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, if Electric has no more questions,
I am good.
Well, that will end this, Week 11 matchup between ASU... Week 11, I'm sorry. We're going to keep saying Week 11, just to upset the crowd.
Week 12.
But anyway, this matchup between ASU and WVU, as we see Arizona State fall and potentially be knocked out of a Big 12 championship and the playoffs. Anyway, I'm Mr. Hex, joined by Electric Days for this all Big 12 broadcast, and we'll see y'all next week.